Also in Reds news, it happened, I believe it was the L.A. De La Cruz bobblehead night. Mm-hmm. We need to give our roses to the one and only William Hendon. Give it up for him. Give it up for William. He really did it. The guy made it happen. This 19-year-old legend hopped over the fence, ran into center field, got almost stopped by a cop, and then he stopped with his socks on and did a backflip and then kept running to try and get away, and then the cop tased him. Pretty rad.
That was pretty cool.
It was so cool. Here's my thing. One, were you impressed at the jump down and the pure speed the kid got in socks on a lightly damped field?
To some degree, yes. I was impressed with that, but I was far more impressed with the backflip. That was something that differentiated himself from a lot of the other guys that run in the field. So I was impressed by the backflip.
Yeah, I was very impressed by the backflip. And then also being in court the next day with the jersey still on. And then the judge saying, well, you attempted a backflip. And then he went, actually, I landed the backflip. Shut him down.
I know. We might have a difference of opinions on this kid because, yeah, what he did was inexplicably cool as shit.
Yeah, it was awesome.
He went out there. He said, F the law. I'm going to do a backflip and all that. That's inherently pretty cool. He does have the air of like a Covcath kid. It's a very upper echelon private school. Like the kid that was from Covcath that wore that MAGA hat. I'm sure if you guys remember that. He had the air of a kid that's like, I'm not going to have to face any consequences. It was crazy. Someone hold my Sperry's.
And they did.
Yeah, they did.
They did hold his Sperry's. He knew he wasn't getting enough speed because the bottom of those are just bowling shoes.
Yeah, slick. Premeditated. So, yeah, he knew what he was going to do, and I will give it to him that inevitably, like a class clown is going to do something that is wildly hilarious.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm talking about, he seemed like the class clown in the fact of like, oh, what you're doing is mostly like sex crimes hilarious. But every once in a while, when you break the law, it is so cool, and this was really cool. But I will say, this is one of the first times in my life where I watched a vigilante sort of situation where I was rooting for the cop.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
When he tased him, I was like, you get that piece of garbage. You get that little punk. That's what I felt.
Wow, you're becoming an old man.
I know. I believe me.
You're doing
I never root for that side, but this time I was like, man, you stuck it. You stuck those tasers in them. That was a good job. Let all the other kids see. This is what happens when you stay out late.
Wow.
I know.
You are a fool. Get off my lawn.
Get off my outfield. Get off my outfield grass.
You're ruining the grass. You know how much time it takes to manicure this field? It's exhausting.
But for that same token, I do appreciate he had his shoes off. So he did have some respect.
Okay, yeah. And like you said, like, okay, we were both impressed by the backflip. Were you ever at any point in your life able to stand and do a backflip like that kid did?
Not a fucking chance.
No way. That's why we're both comedians. Because we didn't have the moxie or the will to learn.
We'd be out getting pussy right now if we could do backflips. Instead, we're in a basement that smells like farts.
And that I'm sweaty in.
I am pretty sweaty.
But more horny. Just got to clarify.
Good.
Yeah, just the
good. That's why I like it.
So, yeah, dude, like, all right.
What's your take on this guy?
Okay, I think he's a legend. I think he rules.
Okay.
I think, here's the thing. After doing a little bit of research, and it came out, his grandma's a judge, or was a judge and retired.
Makes sense.
His family is all in law, and, you know, he might have someone higher up in Ohio Supreme Court that he's related to.
No responsibilities.
He's 19, and he's like, you know what? That's that gray area, 18, 19, 20, where you're in college, and you have, like, you can have one really big fuck up in that window.
Yeah, you
right?
can.
You can have one really big fuck up, and then throw your get out of jail free card on the table. This is how you use it, dude.
It really is.
It's how you use it, as in, fuck it, I'm running onto the field. I'm going to... And here's the thing. He wasn't intending to hurt anybody. None of that. Where it was just like, I'm running on the field, I'm doing a backflip, and then I'm running. Here's where I have the problem. When he got tased, if you're a cop and your job is to defend people and make sure that they're safe, you better run and catch a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
You need to catch him with your hands. Tasing him? Does he have a gun? No, he doesn't even have shoes on. And you take 3 steps and go, nah, bap. Lazy. That is lazy police work. And you know what? They have other field security people that could have gone out. And then next thing you know, you have Yakety Sax playing. He's circling around the outfield. And then eventually they tackle him and get him. Instead, you take all of the fun and wonder and whimsy out of some 19-year-old teenage horned up boy full of testosterone and bush light and dollar dogs.
He just horned up.
He just horned up. And instead you just go zap, 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 zap. Laziness.
I will agree to a certain degree. I think this cop saw like, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to take out this kid. I'm going to have to tackle him. And they did that backflip. He was like, oh, fuck. There is not a chance I'm going to catch this young whippersnapper.
None.
I'm going left side. I'm going to go pull my misdemeanor out. And then, so he got him. Guys, I just think from his perspective, after he saw that backflip, he was like, oh, no, dude. I'm not going to get this. Is going to be way more embarrassing for me to chase this kid around and essentially do polls for a half hour. So he was just like, no, dude, I'm taking care of this right now. And also sending a message to all the kids, you can't just run in here.
No, you don't run on Joe Cool out here. It's like, all right. Just because you think you're cool and you have a sleeve of tattoos doesn't mean you're actually cool. You're actually still a cop. So, fun fact. And then just pulled out just zap, zap. Here's, look, okay.
It was a nice crescendo for how it ended, but I do agree it could have gone on a while.
It could have gone on a while, and it could have been way funnier.
Yeah, he would have gotten away from those guys. I'm pretty confident.
I don't think he would have.
I think it would have gone around a little bit.
Okay, so here's the thing. Like, I don't think it would have gone much longer.
Yeah,
he had a good first couple steps on him. Mm-hmm. The kid got some speed, but then there's also security that comes out from behind and can come around and go all other places.
And he probably didn't want to do anything more than just doing the flip.
Exactly. That's all he wanted to do. Instead, he gets tased. I am glad that they have an open investigation on abuse of force.
Woo,
on the cop.
Girl.
So I'm really glad that they did that. And I hope that he has to get restationed because he was too lazy to take 5 more steps. Mm-hmm. So whatever, man. But I would like, if anyone knows how to get a hold of this kid, I followed him on Instagram. His stuff's on private and I can't DM him. So if anybody knows how to get a hold of William Hendon to come talk about this on the pod, it'd be great.
When he's not busy getting all the beef.
That still isn't the most impressive Great American Ballpark.
It isn't.
Foray. I was there in 2015. Do you remember that one?
You were there for that one?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, man. Hey, Bill, can you do me a favor? Can you grab me a beer out of there? Just whatever you can get. Because it is a little toasty in here. I think we got the...
Here you go. You're getting that one.
Oh, Cincy Light.
There you go. Okay, so 2015, Justin Buchanan. Okay, so I'm in... It was a doubleheader that day. Doubleheader against the Cubs. Went to both games. So got a little lit first game.
Was a doubleheader.
Yeah, and then went and met Alicia's dad and stepmom at Yard House. Had a little snack, had some more beers. Then went to the ballpark, and I'm like, whew, this is a good game. It wasn't. I was just having a good time. And all of a sudden, just this kid leaps out on the left field line and sprints up to Billy Hamilton, puts out the fist, and Billy's like, no. And he goes, fine, whatever. Runs. And then the cops come out, and the kid, I swear, it was a hop and a push, and he pushed off of center field and then sprinted right between the smokestacks and then hopped the 2 fences, parkoured it, and next thing you know, he was just on the street, bolted, and got away.
Dude, that was rad. That was like Born Supremacy style shit.
That was the best one.
That was great. And if you don't know exactly how Billy described it, if you don't know the layout of Great American Ballpark, he took a great route to get out of there. If they're doing like the breakdown of his route, oh my goodness, dude. I mean, that's in the 99th percentile.
Oh, dude, if we had StatCast, that sprint speed was elite. It would have been close to what Billy Hamilton was doing back then, too.
Yeah.
Dude, and then the leap, and then the run, and he got away, and he would have got away with it, too, if it wasn't for his meddling mom saying, you need to turn yourself in. He's like, why? I got away with it. They're not going to find me. And absolutely right. They weren't going to find him. They were just going to be like, whatever, kids be kids. And then his mom made him turn himself in, and he got a fine. But it was such shit. I think that was impressive. And now that I'm really thinking about it, that guy was like, I'm not gonna get Justin Buchanan. Tase.
Yeah, I think that was that too. Like, that could have been the back of that police officer's mind. It's like, we've been over this. We cannot have another Justin situation go on here. It has to end here
Right
in the
here.
outfield. If he gets past the warning track, we're done.
It's over. Game, set, match.
Yeah, dude, that guy, the way he planned it looked like that was prep work they did for like Ocean's 11, where he like built a similar Great American Ballpark in his backyard to scale somehow, and was able to practice that.
Do his sprints, dude. Or he was just practicing his high school field. He's like, I think I got a good idea on how to do this. Mm-hmm. But very cool. William, I hope that you enjoy your get out of free jail card and, you know, pay that small fine. Hopefully that cop gets sent to another ballpark, you know? So, yeah. So, very cool stuff. What was really cool is our friends at Reds Daily put out a card in honor of him.
I saw that. That was pretty funny.
Very cool. So, go get one of those while you're at it.